Monkeys, how you doing? Damien Keys here. As musicians, we are in the music game, but if you think about it, we're in the emotions game. Provoking emotion is such a massive part of music, and if you think about us as listeners, when we listen to music, it provokes our emotions. Whether you listen to Andrew WK and it's all about partying, or whether you're listening to Pantera and it's all angry, or whether you're listening to Radiohead and you just want to slit your wrists, whatever that emotion is, it triggers in you. It makes us love music. That's what we love about music. And we as musicians are experts in triggering different emotions in people. However, when it comes to marketing our music, I'm not seeing the same skill set being used to build a brand and build your audience, because it's such an amazing skill to have, to be able to trigger an emotion. And what it does, it gets people to buy into what you do. And when it comes to society, you know, we are a society of people who just feed off emotions. You know, that's why X Factor wins, not because of the music. That's not it. It's not a thing about the music. It's not about the talent. It's about those stories. It's about seeing the journey. It's about getting there and actually feeling that you're part of it. And whether you love or hate X Factor, you know, the psychology behind the show is amazing. How they actually get you to buy in to these people who you've never heard of a few weeks prior to that. So as a society, we are hooked on emotions. And whether you are in Meshuggah or some kind of full-on death metal band, and it's all about that invigorating feeling of just hearing that music and wanting to just literally let rip, or whether it's listening to an Adele song and just wanted to sit and cry in your room, those emotions are real. And when it comes to your marketing, you have to be able to get people to buy into what you do with emotion. So when you're making content, yes, you want to be making content which is just showing off day-to-day stuff, but what you actually want to be doing is thinking about, when you're releasing content, how can you trigger people's emotion? How can you make people laugh? How can you make people cry? How can you make people angry if needs be? You know, all of these emotions that make someone want to think about it, stop, and maybe share or comment or engage. It's the emotion that will make people engage with what you're doing. So when you're thinking about your strategy, I want every single time you go to release a video or a piece of content or a picture, I want you to think, what emotion am I provoking with this piece of content? Am I trying to make someone laugh? Am I trying to make someone cry? Am I trying to make them angry? Am I trying to make them depressed? What is it? Am I just asking a question? I want it to be something that is emotion building, because emotion is so powerful and we are very good at building up emotions. So we should be using that outside of the music as well as with the music, and using it as a vehicle to build our audience. Have a think about your content that you're releasing and what emotions you've been trying to spread, and then going forwards, what you can do better with that in mind, with that idea of building emotions to get people to buy into you, your story, your personality, your band, everything about it being the emotion behind it. Have a think about it, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.